There it goes. Alright. Bring this up, bring this up. How's everyone doing? Everyone that's not watching yet. Let's see. So yeah, everything just reset. How'd everyone's nature event go? I'm gonna let you know, I never even got to Master 3, or not Master 3, it's not Arena. I never even got to Masters, right? Because you got to the quest where you had to do 150 Slime Queen dungeons after you did 80 initial, I think. Just like ridiculous amount of Slime Queen dungeons just to unlock that Master tier, and knowing that I would have to repeat it again this week, I was just like, screw that. I didn't even like go for it. So I just like once you unlock once you do these initial quests, that's just it. Like it's not worth going past that. And you know, seeing what the rewards were for it, where you can just get extra cores, it's really not worth it. Do a Discord call with NitHug. Did you accept my friend thingy on Discord? Oh hey, yeah, you did. Do I want to announce some stuff on my stream? Oh, sorry, I was trying to set everything up for my stream, Nid, so I didn't see your Discord thing. I wonder if I can stream the Discord call. Is that possible? Let's try that. So, I'm not sure if it'll come through or not. We'll have to play around with it. So I'm trying to call NitHug. Apparently, he's got some announcements that he's gonna let me be the megaphone for. I'm not sure if I don't have Discord set up as an input to OBS, but I do just have any sound that comes out of my computer. No, I cannot hear you, NitHug. I might need to like turn something up or something. Let me pause the music here. All right, go NitHug. That I'm hearing nothing here. I wonder if it's going out. Let me go into my audio voice here. Let's see. Output device. Speakers, not headphones. I recently got some USB headphones, so it might be going through that. So let me see. All right, now try saying something. I still don't hear you if you're trying to say anything.
I am now talking to you again.
I hear something. Let me turn it up here. All right. Now speak.
I heard you too. I'm just a little delayed.
Oh, there we go. All right, cool. So I don't know if people on stream can hear it or not. But yeah, I can definitely hear you. Although my Discord is now grayed out. Like I went in to change the options, and it bugs out on me sometimes. So I might need to restart it. If you're going to show me anything. If you're just going to speak, then I don't need to worry about seeing it. But if there's something visual I need to see on it, I need to restart Discord because it's a giant gray box at the moment.
Well, I don't necessarily need to speak, but I can send you a few materials that you can relay. Like, for instance, people need to check the forums because the Fire Festival has completely changed the achievements that you can get.
Oh, okay. So that's good to know. That being the case, I actually have the ability to share my right monitor over here. So let me go to the forums. Let me bring that up. and we can talk about that to start off with. Is there anything else that I should sort of show?
Sure, give me 1 second and I'll send you an image that you can tease.
Okay, if that's the case, can you send it to me? Can you PM me it on the forums? Because I already have it set up where I can show that through OBS, but I don't have it set up where I can show like my Discord screen. So I should be able to do. Let's see, where is it? Which one? Yeah. See, if you look at my Twitch thing now, you can see my browser. So if you send it to me via the forums, I can actually show it right now. So yeah, we were just about.
Jay on the forums, is that right?
Yeah, my name on the forums is J, I think space C. Yeah, it's just J. You'll see my logo. I think I'm the only one with that crappy logo. I want to redo the logo, by the way. Speaking to people on stream, not to you, Nid. But anyways, okay, so Nidhug is in the background on a chat, Discord call. So he might butt in at any given time here, but I'm going to keep talking to other people watching on stream. And now talking to people that are going to be watching in the future on YouTube as well. So, we just finished the nature event, and I actually talked, very, very few seconds whenever I first started the stream. I was like, man, the missions kind of sucked, especially the having to complete so many Slime Queen dungeons, right? And then Hug was like, well, did you check out the forums? Because things have changed. So that's what we have here. We have the forums up, and we're going to look at the Fire Festival. We're going to see, well, let's see. Achievements are able to progress from the start of the festival. Except for the repeatables. So that means that everything carries over, I think, from the beginning to the middle to the last tier until you get to the repeatable things in Masters, I think is what he's saying. I don't really see like a list of the achievements. There's a hot fix from today. Let's see what's in the hot fix. Okay, so flat stats got an improvement. They put shadow essences back in the essence lab.
Yeah, so basically the way it works now is that there aren't any tiers left for achievements. They're all listed at once.
Ooh, okay, so that's interesting. I don't know if you guys hear that or not. Hey, Guesty, let me know if you can hear Nidhug through my stream. There's a little bit of a delay, because it's going through stream, going through like the Discord. We have multiple layers of computer witchery going on, but everything that all the achievements now for the festival, there is no more like beginner, intermediate, master tier. It's all right here. Which actually we can see there's a part 13. There's never been a part 13 before. It used to be stopped at part 10. After that would go to the intermediate tier, and then after that you go to the master tier, which was repeatable. But now it looks like everything, I guess everything up until master tier is probably right here. Because I don't see, let's see if I see any repeatables. So yeah, there's no repeatable. So that means that, once you get 1,000, once you complete
everything is listed. The only thing that is a quote unquote hidden achievement are the repeatables, and they unlock once you've literally done everything else.
Okay, so he just clarified. Yeah, everything but the repeatables is listed here. So this is cool. This is, I think it should have been this way from the beginning. It was very weird having. So let me. I forgot you guys are still viewing. There we go. I'm sitting here looking at the achievements and scrolling through them, and you guys are looking at this web page that hasn't moved at all. So yeah, if you look at the achievements now, it goes all the way up to 16, right? So this is basically the beginner or the first and the second tier of the achievements combined into one. Whereas before it was split up into like a hidden achievements that you couldn't see, which I was saying like I really think it should have been this way to begin with, because it's it's kind of hard to plan ahead whenever you don't know what the achievements are on that middle tier, and then it was up to community people like Val or Nidhug to post on the forums to let us know what it was going to be. Which I'm like, why don't they just build it into the game that way? And that's what they finally did. So finally, you can see all the things that you have to do to get to the repeatable quests. Um, wow. So and it's all cumulative. So it used to be on the nature event you had to do 70 Slime Queen dungeons, and then you had to do another 150 after that. I think it was 80 and 150 actually. Uh, so it was like 230. So they lowered that by 5. You don't have to do 225, which that I was saying to me that was the deal breaker in my mind. It just the gem costs of simply getting that just so that I could get the repeatables wasn't worth it for me. But for some of you that want to go hard and want to get those repeatable cores, you definitely can. And this will go up at the same rate that Special 8 will go up. So when you hit Special 8 completion and you get to that 70 mark, this will already be at 70 out of 225. There's no more hidden one that doesn't roll over. The big thing is you don't have to worry about balancing out your whatever the dungeon versus scenario currency is. So in this one, it's lava flies and eternal flames. It used to be that you wanted to balance those out while you were progressing so that you don't overfill one. Because they did roll over into the intermediate, but they didn't roll over to advanced tier, or whatever. But now you can see everything going, and you can see what you need to finish off all these achievements and to unlock those repeatables. So that is pretty cool. Now, I will say that me personally, I think in a week, I don't know if I'll be able to do all of those achievements, to to do that many lost dungeons. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. I'll just have to see how it goes. Especially since I kind of like spending gems on the hero events. You get a chance to pull some dragons, so why not? Um, but yeah, but this is a really cool change in presenting the quests, the achievements that is new to this event. And you can see there's lots of them. What is this heart thing right here? Oh, hey, a 6-star HP percent jewel. So if you defeat the Slime Queen 500 times, just 500 times, um, you get a 6-star HP percent jewel. So that's kind of cool. And you have to do so you have to do all of that to finish off the 16. If you do all the 16s, this is a huge list. That's good though. If you do all the 16s, that's whenever you get the Shadow Skill Wisp. Is there another Shadow Skill Wisp that's easier to get? Because I feel like the Shadow Skill Wisp from the Nature one, I actually got that, and it wasn't that difficult to get. Oh, here it is. No, that's to do it 800 times. It's not. I definitely did not do it 800. I only did about 200. No, I didn't even. Let's see. I was about at like 90 out of 150. Add in the 80, so less than 200 of the Slime Queens. Granted, I didn't spend. I only did like 3, maybe 4 refills, so I didn't spend that many keys on refilling it. We'll see how this one goes. It's just all a matter of where you want to spend your gems. I wanted to save some gems for some Icewall Keep Dragon chance pools or some shards for that. It's always fun to do that, But yeah, they haven't given out the rewards yet, so might need to relog later to get your rewards from the last event. Don't freak out if you don't get them. Sometimes it takes a few hours. If several hours go by and you still don't get the rewards, put in a ticket. That's the best way to go. Nidhug, I don't know if you're still on Discord, but I'm going to go ahead and exit out of the Discord unless there's anything else you wanted to reveal. If there is, hit me up. Yeah. I just never know when your voice is going to pop up. Anyways, and then I can
check your forum PMs because I sent you over there. And also, one of the reasons we did the achievements was because now everything's cumulative, so you don't have to worry about doing 80 and then having your progress reset back down to 0 in order to attain the 150 lost dungeons. And then once you finish that and you progress to the next tier, then suddenly you got to do another 600. It keeps track of everything and you can progress from beginning to end. So it's a quality of life improvement, but it's also it was ridiculous how many dungeons you had to run to get those achievements for the nature festival. So it should be a little bit more smooth, a little bit more streamlined now.
Yeah, I agree with everything he said. It's more streamlined and it's a little bit easier. I still think it's a little bit bonkers, but you got to be a little bit bonkers for some of the gung ho people in this game. They need something super high to aim at. Um, so yeah. And now let me look at this stuff that he sent me. Oh, this is cool. All right, let me see if I can like open image in a new tab. I'm gonna try to like blow this up, make it bigger, make it more presentable. Okay, cool. So this is what Nidhogg just sent me, and without further ado, dun, 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 we have the Death Knight. So if you watch Nidhogg's stream on Monday, he talked about the fact that they have these new heroes coming out that are sort of like Death Knight themed, but they didn't come up with a name for them. So they had this idea, well, let's have a little community event where we can actually ask the community to recommend some names or to throw out some names, and we'll have like a voting thing on the forums, and whichever ones get the most votes, that's what the names are going to be. They're probably going to, I'm assuming any vulgarities or anything that's like, poopy face or something like that probably isn't going to be allowed, even if it gets max votes. So something reasonable, obviously, but that being said, you can do some funny turn of phrases or something. It'd be interesting to see what people come up with, Do you want to go with some badass names, or do you want to go with some names that are kind of silly and have some humor underlying? And Nidhogg said in Twitch chat, yes, there will be rules. Like I was saying, I was assuming so. You can't do stuff on this on the internet without having some sort of guidelines, some common ground that everyone has to follow. So that's gonna be pretty fun. And he said that it's gonna be on the forum soon, and it's gonna run until the next event where these guys are actually released. So be on the lookout on the forums. If you don't know about the forums or whatever, then go to it's up here at the top. If you just Google search, Alliance Heroes of the Spire forums, you'll see the official forums. You'll probably see the Reddit forums there as well, but the official forums is where this is going to be posted. I'm sure if I don't get crazy swamped again at work, I can throw up a link to this on Reddit. There's other people out there too who use Reddit as well if you want to cross-link to this as well. It's nice to have it in two places. But anyways, yeah, this looks really cool. I think it'll be something fun for the community to do. And it'll be interesting to see how these heroes, they look cool. Do they behave? Do they perform? Cool, that's the question. So anyways, without further delay, let's get back to the normal stream, right? And cue the music. Alright, so, going back to what we normally do here, right? Thanks, Nidhogg. I appreciate you letting me announce stuff like that. It's kind of cool. Being the, I guess, well, you alluded to it on Monday. You talked about it. I just got to show the picture. Anyways, so yeah, we have Fire Festival. I showed you guys what the achievements are there. We also have the hero event going on. It's got standard achievements, I'm assuming. Let's see if there's anything different about that. Shield Maiden stuff, blah, 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 blah. Battle Mage. The Battle Mage is, by the way, really cool. I'm really digging the Fire and the Nature Battle Mage. The Fire one was already pretty decent AoE damage, and now he's going to be even more so. Artifacts, put the artifact on him, and he does 100% crit rate against marked targets, and he now has an AoE 100% chance to mark. Yeah, I'm liking that. So I would definitely go super crit for him. And then here, I actually show you. I actually have both of them. So I have my fire one. He was already 6 stars from like a fire festival, like 2 or 3 fire festivals ago. But I have him, I have him in the Vortex gear with the artifact. He's ready to go. I just need to level it up. So he's probably going to be I already have him, so I'm going to run him. And then I also have the nature one. The nature one with its changes is really, really good on Swift Steel. Because he has, obviously the same artifact, right? He does extra damage to marked targets, 100% crit, so you don't need to run crit on him. He does additional damage based on power, and it can't crit, but it's still 25% of his power. And he just has like really good synergy. And put him on Swift Steel, he can mark his target and then hit his target with the Swift Steel prompt. See, there you go. And then his passives here kick in. So I think he can do some ridiculous damage on Swift Steel. And then check this out. Combine the battle mages with the shadow. What was it? Deadeye. With Deadeye and her ascension, where whenever an ally attacks a marked target, she attacks it as well. Put her on Swift Steel. Yeah. Do some pretty good synergy with the battle mages and Deadeye. So that's some cool stuff to look forward to. And also, just in case you're wondering, if you want to get the 4-star Shadow Hero, you need 4 Deadeyes that are level 4, which means you need to pull 4 Deadeyes each week. So this is going to go on for 4 weeks. It was a month long, 4 weeks in a month. So 28 days it's going on for 30 days. So you get 2 extra days. So basically, if you look at it, 28 days, that's 4 weeks, right? And if each week you pull 4 Deadeyes, that's enough that you can get that paladin at the end. So that should be your minimum goal. If you want to run, if you're running the Slime Queen, you want to run it enough so that you get 4 Deadeyes each week. I do wonder what's going to happen after this month is over. So if you look at like the achievements here, the bottommost one is evolve Deadeyes to 4-star, do it 4 times, and hey, you get your buddy Malignant here. What happens after when the next event rolls over? Are you still going to be able to get him, or is your opportunity gone? I would say do not let that opportunity go away. It would be really neat. Yeah, I know there's going to be a new 3-star, 4-star hero, but there still needs to be some way for people to go back and get the thing they missed. I would hate for someone to go out of town for a week and they miss their 1 week of farming, and because of that they come up, 1 or 2 Deadeyes short. That would be just such a drag. And he says for now, your opportunity is gone. So if you're going to go out of town for a week, you better farm 8 Deadeyes in one of those weeks to make up for that one week you're going to be gone. But yeah, and you need one of each of those so that you can get the 5-star shadow. If you don't do this every month, if you don't evolve the 3 stars up to a 4-star 4 times every month, then you'll miss out on the 4-star, and if you don't 6-star the 4 stars, you won't get the Nat 5. And that is the only way to get the Nat 5, and currently the only way to get the Nat 4s as well is by doing all this. The only way to get any Shadow Hero is by doing all this. So, since I've been running my mouth and all my guys have been idle, let me send some stuff out. So first things first, we got the Water Festival. No, the Water Festival sucks. We got the Fire Festival, that's right. But my auto can do this one. I think he does this one, I believe. Yeah, so we'll send some guys out here. Let's see. I want to level him up, and where's my other dude? Got some 3-star dude somewhere. There. So there we go. Now my energy is going. So he's saying you'll have to supplement with Shadow Evo Wisps. Yeah, I guess you could do that, but Shadow Evo Wisps are hard to come by. That's harsh. I would hope that there was a way for people to. I mean, what if someone started playing right now? You know, and there's a hero that's not even in the loot table or not even in the drop table. They just can't get it. You're just like, oh, sorry, you didn't play for that period of time, so you don't get it. There needs to be some way to go back and do a makeup farm. You know, you can make it just as like I said. Right now, you need to do enough slime queen dungeons that you get 4, which is 200. So you get 200 Deadeye shards a week to get the paladin. You know, so that's the rate of farming that is required. You know, that you can keep that rate of farming, but there needs to be some way eventually that you can go back and do that if you miss it. Otherwise, it's really going to be a bummer for those who miss it. But anyways, yes, Chan, I am on the stream, so don't say bad things in chat, guys. Be nice. So Icewall. Luckily, I have a battle mage already. I've had one for a long time, so I can go straight into this dungeon without even really considering what team I'm going to use. I'm just going to do my normal team stuff. My normal trio. This is like my go-to trio. If anything, I'll replace Petra with Mido. Just depends if I wanted to go faster or if I need dots to make it more reliable. With the dragons, I think the extra survivability, since they have so many AoE skills, Petra might be the better bet here. It's not going to matter on these beginning ones. And then I'm going to, of course, use my 6-star fire guy here. Eventually, if I can three-man this, ideally you want to get it to where you can run the final stage with only 3 heroes, because the hero zone gives you a ton of experience. So pop a double XP booster and run this zone, and you can level up all the new heroes you get like really, really fast. It's the best experience per time in the game, hands down. So hopefully I can do that and get the nature one in here and use, you know, sort of boost his XP up to get him 6-star. Too bad the nature event was last week, but you know. So like I said, that was going to be really easy. As anyone knows who has done this before, you're not really going to run into any problems until you get to like the 5th. Definitely the 6th stage is where it gets rough, it gets tough. 5th stage, depending on where you're at in the game, can be tough. And 4th stage is like tough if you're sort of getting into the end game grind, you know. You're sort of just getting into grinding stage 6 of equipment dungeon, stuff like that. Floor 4 to floor 5 is probably where you're going to be at. I will say there's not a huge difference between floor 5 and floor 6. It's enough that it's worth it to run floor 6 if you can. But I would say if you're not like 95% success rate, it's almost better to just run floor 5. So, going real quick. That was floor 2, right? Okay. There used to be above where if I would hit replay, it would just take me back to where... And replay used to take you back to the floor you were in. So if you just click play, it'll like keep replaying floor 1 over and over again. And sometimes it does this where it takes you back to the menu and you pick the floor. So I always have to double check what floor I'm actually running. Let's see, jewel flat stats are improved now. And yes, they added shadow essences back into the essence lab, which thank God, because why would you not have those in there? I think they removed them. I have a theory that there was an achievement for using, I think, the greater shadow essences, and I think people were able to maybe exploit it by defusing and then fusing the greater essences like up and down, the same way you can complete some of the objectives by doing the same thing like with alliance essences. And so they probably had to fix that before they allowed you to fuse stuff again. But that's just theory. I have no proof that that's what it was. But they took it away for a bit. It's back now. All's good in the neighborhood. Because you need those. You need to be able to fuse up and down. Otherwise you have to get like the exact achievements, which is kind of a bummer. So let's see, yeah, the flat stats. Flat stats can be good on heroes that are just starting out. I'll have to look at what the new flat stat values are. Let's see, I got it over here on my other monitor. So like HP goes up to 470 with the 6-star flat stat. 6 stars 260. So look at this post that Val made, and you'll have to just run the numbers, do a percent of what your base is. Most of the time, like if you have an HP based hero, percent is probably going to be better than a flat stat HP. Duh. But if you have a really squishy, like a hero that has a really low base HP, there's a chance that the new flat stat HP might be better than percent HP for him. So you have to do the math and look at it yourself based off of each hero. Each hero has different base stats. Let's see. that's what it was. So I can't take. We kind of were talking about it in our alliance the other day, and that was the running hypothesis. Was breaking down and recombining the essences is giving you unfair completion towards a quest objective. And indeed, that is what the issue was. I think that the whole you can queue up keys and then cancel them and it counts as using keys. You can queue up energy and cancel it, it counts as using energy. All that stuff wasn't thought out whenever they were making the game engine. Or at least whenever they were building quests on top of the game engine. So I should probably level up the gear on my Kamiyan. He's the fire battle mage. Because he's doing decent damage to these lower level guys. So, this is 4-5, and he's still doing decent damage, but he could do really good damage if he actually, leveled up his gear. So I'm going to do that before I take on stage 6. Because why would I handicap myself going into stage 6? I don't know what he does. There's the AoE mark. Now let's see if he does his AoE nuke. See, he did 2,500, but that was non-super crit, so that would have been 200% damage, 7,500, and that I haven't leveled up his gear. Like that, he's gonna do ridiculous damage. So yeah, let's exit this. Now that we've lowered our things enough, our rift stones enough that we can actually start the tally, Let's level up his gear. Let's let him loose. And actually, while I'm doing this, I should probably be running one of the dungeons. So let's see, the dungeons that you need for the Fire Festival are going to be the ones that have fire-based bosses. So if you look at these, see how this is red? Hey, that one counts. And this one, see how everything's red? So that one counts. So it's Wartech and Ironclaw. Which one of those would I rather have? Honestly, Ironclaw. I'll honestly switch to switch to everything right now. But we'll do Wartech just because I'm not using these heroes anywhere, so I can just send these guys out. Go do your thing. And I blew all of most of my extra stuff. My inbox was at like 400 last week. It's down to 100. About 50 of those are like arena tokens. So I blew most of it to do the Nature Festival, and I kind of wish I didn't since I didn't get the repeatables anyways. So kind of ahead, but then again, they're limited time. They're only good for 7 days once you get them. Like if I look at the earliest, most recent thing I have here is only good for 6 days and 19 hours. So I couldn't hold it over a whole week anyways. So yeah, people just need to buy more so I can get more stuff in my inboxes. Come on, guys. Don't you know they have the rank 2 pack out right now? Which, by the way, this is $500 for a rank 2 XP list. I guess if you got $500, half a grand you just want to throw to rank 2 a hero, that's a little steep. I wouldn't spend it, but then again, I've spent $5. I spent an extra $30 that, as you can see from down there, Nero sponsored my stream one day. If it wasn't for that, I would not have spent the other $30. So I just don't have a big budget on games. I mean, to give you, I'm going to level up my gear while I'm talking. To give you an idea of my budget on games, I currently play World of Warcraft, right? Several of you might or might not know that. Well, currently I am farming the crap out of WoW Gold so that I can buy WoW tokens, which convert into $15 battle bucks so that I can buy Destiny 2 when it comes out in 3 months. I'm actually playing games so that I can afford to play more games, like a self-feeding addiction, right? So that's actually what I do after I get off the streams during the week. I try not to play as much on the weekend. Spend some time with the wife, but on the weekdays, I typically am playing like later in the evening. And once Destiny 2 comes out, I'm probably going to do some Destiny 2 streaming as well. I'll still do Alliance stream with the same setup we have now. I'll do it like, once a week the same way. But afterwards and on the other days that I'm not streaming, if I'm ever playing Destiny, I'll just throw it up there. I'm not going to do the whole video thing, so you won't be able to see me. You don't need to see me, right? I think, a game like Destiny where there's lots of fast-paced combat, you want to see the action. But you'll be able to hear me speaking through the mic and hear other people speaking to me through my headset and stuff like that. I'll set all that up. It's a very community-oriented game. You run strikes with other players, there's raids done with other players, and all that good stuff. I have plenty of gold, so max these out. I don't have the best gear for him, but it's decent. It's decent enough for him to do really good damage. He doesn't even need to aim for this. Really, I wanted to get his power up as high as possible and his crit mult up as high as possible. And see, I don't need crit anymore. I should replace this. Because he gets 100% chance to crit against marked targets, and his A1 always marks. He has an AoE mark, so really, do I have crit multiplier Ward Tech? I do not. I only have crit, because typically with Ward Tech you want crit on the weapon. This is one of the rare cases where I don't really need crit multiplier on the, or crit chance on the weapon. Let's see if I can swap out one of these Elder Thorns. Do I have... There, I do have a crit mult. And it's 6-star. So let's do this. Let's equip this. Just money down the drain. And I just spent all this leveling this gear up. Go figure. Do we have a power? This is about equivalent, but let's see. I might have a better boot for him. No, I don't have any aim. I could run speed, but honestly, I want to run aim. I don't want people to resist. Since I'm running a guaranteed crit due to marks, I really don't want to run anything but aim on him. And I want to give him the highest chance to stun on his A3. So I definitely want to keep the aim on him. So we're going to swap out this for this. And all that gold I just spent leveling that up, I have to do it again. It's okay. Once you get to this point in the game, you have one of your airships is just continually farming one of the dungeons and just you get tons and tons of gold that way. And that's how I get gold. And then I spend it and go down to like 1 million, then I go right back up. It's the economics of the game, right? So I want to get his power and his crit multiplier up as high as possible. I think for right now, I don't really care too much about crit rate right now, because I want to see how much his damage does in this dungeon that we're doing, right? And in the dungeon we're doing, since it's 3 waves, I have plenty of times for his cooldowns and everything to come back. He should be able to survive long enough. I'll come and throw in some defense and some HP stuff in there if he starts getting taken out. He does have really low HP and really low armor. 5.6k HP, and not even 1800. Armor is really low, so he's squishy. But because I'm running triple nature, the only things that are going to target him are water guys, and all of my nature heroes are going to target the water opponent. So that should kind of provide some protection for him. Yeah. 750 gem festival boost pack. What's that? What's a 700 gem boost pack? Is that this? No, that doesn't work. There. No. Not something at 750 gems. Oh, here we go. Whoa, that's a pretty good deal as far as keys. Well, I don't know. Because, let's see, if you were just to buy the keys, right, you get 50 keys, or 25 keys for 50, so it's 50 keys for 100. And this is 750, so we, 750 times. Damn it, I don't want to do math right now. I had such a long day at work. More than 50 temple keys. So really, this is not a good deal for energy or for temple keys at all. If you're buying this, it's because you're buying the lava keys, which they took out the achievement, right? There was a repeatable achievement that you could spend gems to get the 2 currencies. They took that out, and now they put in a booster pack, which is basically doing the same thing. Now you can just, there's a limit of 10, so 1,000 of each is the most you can go. So, I mean, that means that people can be within 2,000 of, the place that they want to get, and at the last second can spend, 7,500 gems, and boom, jump up 2,000 rank, or 2,000 points. Conclude the man. 490 gems for 200 collection items. I didn't see it 400. I saw 750 for 200. Oh, you subtract. Okay, yeah. If you subtract the keys that you get out of it, yeah. So I guess the 4x energy. It's if you look at the energy, it's 40 gems for 100 energy times 4 for this. That's 160 gems for that. 260 gems worth of keys and energy, and that's what Icky is saying over here. It's basically 490 gems for I keep losing track of where it is. For the 100 of each. Yeah, so beforehand, you could buy keys and complete the event without having to use the keys or anything. You can still do that with this. Like, you don't have to spend these keys, you don't have to spend the energy. You can just do this to jump up 2,000 ranks if you have, assuming you have 7,500 gems you want to blow on this. You can still jump up 2,000 points in the alliance, or in the leaderboards. I don't know, it's just a weird decision to come off of it and then go back on it. And I think pretty sure it's a price increase from what it used to be as well. But, you know what? Personally, I don't care, because I'm never going to get number 1. I don't play enough to get, top 3. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I don't have the mentality to grind that hard, I can get top 100, not top 3. So I'm never going to get there, and I'm never going to spend the money to get there either, so, I leave those sort of conversations to the people who are dropping, Benjamins on the game. Those are the people who have a better opinion about, the value of things. For me, I'm like, yeah, man, the starter pack and the $30 starter pack, great value. Buy an extra ship. Yeah, having an extra ship is awesome. That's the next thing I would buy too. And meanwhile, people rolling around with 8 airships. Well, I think 6 is the max. But you get my point. They rolling deep. Okay, so a commune is dying here. There we go. And that took care of it. And that said, I got you. So 2606 super crit. I think that was on his AoE. I'm pretty sure this team is gonna work. No, I actually want to not do this on auto just for a second, because I want to see what kind of damage he does, right? No, don't kill him. Hell no. I think even if he died, it wouldn't matter. So let's see, armor break, damage over time. I want to mark. So let's mark this guy. He's a neutral. There we go. So neutral element guy. Let's shield everyone so he survives. Okay, good. See, healer. I want to see how much damage his this one, his A4 can do. So this is his nuke, right? This guy right here is elemental neutral, so we don't have to worry about, you know, elemental stuff. Hopefully we super crit to slow this down. So, okay. He doesn't have the best gear, but he has decent gear. Let's see it. I didn't super crit. That's weird. Wasn't it 2500 when it didn't super crit before I leveled up his gear? So it went up by 500. So that would have been 9,000 damage. It's good damage, you know. Don't get me wrong. Especially if all of them have mark on them. It's just not. I expected to be around 15,000, to be honest. Against a mark target, guaranteed crit. He didn't super crit though. That's the annoying thing about Wartech, and that's why Wartech isn't as good as Switch Steel right now. Is because even if you crit, you still only have a 50% chance of the set being useful. So let's do it again on manual, just so we can watch him. Oh, let me let's see. Let's turn down the background music then. I'm trying to get it, really, I want to get a new webcam eventually if I'm going to keep doing this webcam setup thing. I have headphones, which actually if I use my headphones, you'll be able to hear me so much clearer. Because right now my mic is like way up here. That's the mic picking up on my voice. Versus, you know, if I use the headset, the mic is like right here in front of my face. So, I don't know, I might do a thing where I start wearing the headset and speaking through the mic in the headset instead. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I think I've always thought the background music was borderline too high. No one ever said anything about it, so I assumed it was all good. But I'm glad Icky actually said something about it. It's a fine line between too loud and just like a weird thing in the background, you know. I personally, I think my voice is too washed out, like, period. Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can set up his combos. So the whole thing with the Kamen is you want a Kamen, however you want to say his name. You want to be able to use his A4 or A3, then his A4, which they're both on cooldown right now. Yay! What do you know? So I can't do it. Eventually I will though. Ow! So that hurt. Oh, he's cursed, right, so I can't even shield him. I got lucky that none of those hit him though. Oh. I definitely think this team right here can 3-man this stage 6 pretty easily, especially since my Petra is rank 2 now. And my one gripe with the Kamian is his cooldowns are really, really long. Like, he needs skill ups, and even then he has an initial cooldown of 3 on both of these skills, which is kind of a lot. So let's see, I'm gonna try to not kill this guy. Don't kill him. Okay, alright, I got the attack buff now too. So attack buff, we got Mark. Pretty sure that's Mark and not armor break, right? Yeah, it's Mark. It's right, it's a red shield if it's armor break. So we got the Mark, we got the attack buff, we got his nuke ready. Let's see how much it does. Slow it down. Did it do 2,000 that time? Did I not see that correctly? How did it do 1,000 less damage? I'm confused. Alright, you know, let's do a more controlled test. Let's go. Let's just do this because this is actually, you know, alright. This is part of the festival, fire festival, right? So let's throw in. Obviously, we're testing the commun's damage. Want to give him at least an attack buff. So let's use. Oh, I can't use Sylvis because he's doing that equipment dungeon right now. So we can actually. This guy has. I think he does attack buff, right? Right. Power buff and immediately send them to attack. So yeah, we can use him. And someone that we want to have XP. You, I choose you, go. Alright. Not gonna do auto battle, we're gonna manual this. We're gonna see what kind of damage he does. This is fire against fire, so we don't have to worry about any elemental stuff. So honestly, the beginning here doesn't really matter. Yeah. We're just gonna click a bunch of times. Petra, man. Petra's ridiculous. Like watch the damage. So his A1 against like just straight up A1 versus A1, 1,000 damage. Didn't crit though, right? And now look at Petra. Bam, 5,000. Granted, he was marked, so he took 30%, but still, it was almost 6,000. It would have been about 5,000 if he wasn't marked. He is rank 2, so 15% extra damage as well, but still. He's a beast. Petra. Get a Petra in your life. Alright, so we are set up now. This might... Hopefully this doesn't kill everyone. Okay, I only killed one. Good. No. Oh. I wanted to do, like, the biggest chance of doing a, getting a super crit, you know. You know, it's not a power buff. It's a crit buff. Dang it! Get out of here, Rictus. Is that Rictus? Is that his name? Firebard. I wanted a power buff, not a crit buff. I'm guaranteed to crit, and I didn't. I was ranting about him not having a power buff, and I forgot to actually look at his damage. I could just throw Gaius in here. Well, that was a pointless damage test. Man, my Petra just hit for 7,000. How did he do that? I would get lava flies on the one that, you know, I just am running singles of. I'm gonna go to the one that I queued up 11 of and get 0 lava flies, because that's just, you know, how the game goes. So let's use Gaius. I know, no, not you, Gaius. Gaius gives a power buff. I want to set it up where I can use his A3 followed by his A4. And I don't want to do it in the arena because he's probably going to die. So this is what I was talking about his initial turn. We just went one turn, right? This is 2 turns. Shouldn't that have crit? Did anyone else just see that? I hit him while he was marked and it didn't crit. Even though I have the artifact that says guaranteed crit against a marked target. Or maybe it was armor break. Come on, load. There we go. Alright, so we got his A3 and his A4 up. See, I do not have Gaius's thingy up, so we'll save it. We'll use it on the last go round. So ideally, I want to do it here. Well, of course he's not going to kill him. Good. So we're going to start off with the power buff on the next round. I'm going to use his A3 and then use his A4. see how much damage it does. So this is like best case scenario. You get turn 1, all of his skills are off cooldown, and he's got a power bomb. So let's see. That one did 3,000 when it crit. You guys saw it did not super crit. Bummer, right? Whoa, don't kill him. We wanna hit everyone. Okay. Slow down, slow down. So this should crit on everyone. Let's see if it super crits on him. Oh, I didn't see the sides. The super crit on the sides. I think it looked like it was 15k. Granted, these are low armor targets, so you got to keep that in mind. But that 15k is what I expected to see with the new communes. Yeah, let's take them into arena. Let's take them into arena. I got an idea. We'll see if I can find a team that it works against. Go arena. I'm picking you. It might work on this team. So I'm thinking sort of a speed-based team that instead of using my rank 2 Jung Mao, who is awesome, I'll use him instead. Let's see, what's the resistance on the Petra? 138, not that high, or block, not that high block. You know, I'm worried that the problem is Nat is going to go, and she's going to cleanse off the mark. And if she cleans off the mark, then that kind of defeats the whole purpose of everything, right? But you know, let's try it. Let's try it. I don't think it's going to work. I think Nat's going to cleanse the mark, and the whole thing is going to go down the drain. So first I have to make sure I don't die turn 1 because of his little chaos archer guy over here. Alright, so we can speed this part up. He needs 3 turns to get all this stuff, but I should be able to reset. Well, no, I want him to go back to back. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give him this buff. Okay, good. It didn't cleanse it, so I'm off. See, if he goes now, a Nat is just gonna cleanse the buff. So we need to force Nat's hand. There we go. There we go. A Nat just used the cleanse. Good. Now his archer's gonna do the AoE attack, and a common's dead. See his initial cooldown. I couldn't use his A2 because I had to attack his Gaius, and his Gaius had immunity because of the Gaius artifact. So his A2 wouldn't have put dots up. I still forced the cleanse, but it didn't matter because once he got his nuke up, he just nuked me. Man, and that's everywhere, right? Right? And that's for days. Well, yeah, I normally wouldn't do this comp in the arena. This is not the comp that I would go with. I mean, so here's the deal, right? I'm trying to get like an AoE wombo thing going that relies on one unit going. The problem is his initial cooldown of 3 turns messes that up, right? He gets 1 turn, auto does man up, so he gets his 2nd turn, but he still can't use his AoE on turn 2. He needs to be on turn 3 before he can use it, and that's the problem. That's the problem. Like, this really should be 2, I think. This can be 3. If it was 2 and 3, like this is you can skill it up to where it's 3 turns, which I think is fair. But this I think should be 2, so that you can do this and then on his next turn do this. Like, these should not be the same cooldown start. This should be 1 apart. I'm not sure if I have. Oh wait, I didn't rank up the weapon on him. Why didn't no one tell me this? I'm gonna blame you guys, okay? You were watching me level up his gear and no one said, hey, JC, you didn't even touch his weapon. You left it at level 1. I'm not gonna upgrade it all the way. I'm gonna stop just short. Oh wait, no. The quests, right? The quests, you don't have to unlock the second tier anymore. So by doing this, I should have just completed 1 out of 3. Apparently I completed a lot of quests. It should be festival, right? I should be 1 out of 3 on the level up gear, or max 6-star gear. If assuming that quest is still here, I would assume it would still be there. Arena matches. Where you at, Matt? Yeah! Bravo! There we go. So there we go. You don't have to worry about that. That's so nice. I don't have to sit there and hold a piece of gear at level 29 until I unlock the second part. That's nice. I like that. So anyway, he should be hitting a lot harder now. Okay, so we are going to try what Nidhug was saying, where this is fairly nature. You know, we got Jungma, who is the sole water guy, you know. So what we're going to do is we're just going to turn 1, and you know, I don't even need him. The problem is I really, you know, he doesn't have crit. If I stun them, I'll still have to wait like 4 or 5 more turns for it to come back up. Ooh. See, I'm building my Akamian with the assumption that he's going to crit because of his artifact, which he needs a mark in order to do that. So my idea is you A3 mark everyone and then you A4 nuke everyone. So if I start off with an A4 nuke, I'm just going to hit the 6-turn cooldown and it's not going to kill anything. I don't think it will. We can try it, but if it doesn't crit, so throw an IW in there. What's an IW? Am I missing something here? Oh, you know what? Oh, yeah, let me just get on the Immortal Warlord. So let me just, hold on, where is he? Oh, well, that's right, I used him as food to 6-star something, because, you know, why would I keep an Immortal Warlord? So, let's see, to make this work... I can so easily do this with Jungma instead. Like, no question, I could easily do this with Jungma. Yes, a Braku. He would definitely do this job. Let's do like a Nat. See, a Nat isn't gonna protect. Like, he's gonna get wrecked by Jungma, because Jungma can do his AoE on turn 2. Like, basically, I need to kill his Jungma by turn 2. Do I have another skill resetter? I don't think I do. I do have a skill reduction. Ooh, I just got an idea. Okay, where is? I think she's in storage. Let me pull her out of storage just for this. Just for this. There she is. No, not her. This, yeah, okay. Oh, inventory space. Why you do this? You go over there. You go over there. More inventory space, please. Oh, you want me to? I mean. The next one I'll do with Jungma. I'll show you how easy it is to do with Jungma. It's so easy to do with Jungma. I'm trying to get this combo to work though, but it ain't working. It ain't working. His initial cooldowns are killing him. All right, so yeah, do this. Do this. Now, there we go. There we go. The AoE mark. I don't need to reset his cooldowns, but this is just going to give him a turn so that Jungma doesn't get to steal a turn. Now, granted, they all had, shields on them from Petra, but oh, what a disappointment that was. Super disappointment. Go away, Jungma. He should die. Well, I think Rictus already used the heal. Yeah. He's gonna die to dots. Oh my god, go away. There we go. Man, that damage was kind of pathetic. I guess if they didn't have the shield from Petra, I think we would have had at least one death. That was just hilarious, though. I made his shield go away. Good job. Man. Oh wait, no, I need to mark him first. There we go. See, this is why Swift Steal is better. I swear, when you're on offense and you need your War Tech to activate, you need that super crit. It never happens. Never happens. Alright, you know what? The nature one. I'm going nature one. I'm gonna build the nature one and people are gonna pay me. Let's see, what's this? 64.55. My speed's faster. Alright, so watch this. Jungma. He's even got a rank to what's his face? The time, right? I don't care. How should I say that? I can't just blow them up on turn 1, Nid, because they're not marked, so I'm not gonna crit. I have like a 35% crit rate, and then on top of that, it's only a 50% chance that, you know, if I crit, it's gonna super crit. So I can't blow him up. If I stack more crit on him, I could, but that's not what his build is. Let's see. Bye bye. Wait, I didn't target him. Oh, he just woke back up. See, I mean, look how easy this is with Jungma. I'm just like one-man wrecking team. Now, he's already dead. He's already dead as soon as this thing goes away. There goes Otto. I will say Akamian isn't built ideally. I just, with his changes and with his artifact, I had an idea where I was like, ignore crit rate and just go full power and crit mole and power on him, and rely on things being marked, guarantee you the crit, and do ridiculous War Tech crits. Unfortunately, ridiculous War Tech crits are not happening for me. Like, I need better gear on him or something. Like, okay, this is supposed to be probably a speedy team, right? Spoiler alert, not fast enough. My Valentina is really fast now. At least, I think she's gonna be faster. Hopefully she's faster. Haha. I forgot about the haste buff at the beginning. Oh no! This dick. Should be alright though, should be alright. His Arctis just gets a turn. Okay, and she gets another turn too, I guess. That's cool. Doesn't matter. As soon as I get to move, I get to do my thing. Let's do that one. And he's supposed to be weak to Petra, you see? Piece of cake, easy. That's my like standard go-to arena team. You can ask Rychart about it. He tried to attack this team on defense and they did the combo perfectly against him. I got to watch it and I was like, yes. It was fun. He attacked me earlier and won though, so I'm assuming they didn't do it in the right order because, you know, AI likes to give man up to like their healing or to Valentina or someone like that instead. But anyway, so here is these three right here can 3-man this dungeon. Attack order honestly doesn't matter. I'm gonna go ahead and drop. Where is he? Where's the nature one? Oh, he's currently being leveled up somewhere. He's being leveled up here. So there's Otto doing his thing. If you guys want to check out my Otto to see how, you know, Otto needs to be built. Spoiler alert, Otto's really easy to build, to farm. I would say up to Blinding Ice Stage 1. But I'm going to drop that guy in here because he's going to get more experience here than he is in the scenario stuff. Akami, and you're going back on the bench, buddy. I'm going to stick with my Kellis that is Swift Steel built. And he's going to do his power thing. I would love to have a power glove that wasn't Vortec. I don't know. Vortec needs some love. 50% seems way too low for this set to even be useful. All Vortec does is give you a really good boost in damage half the time. So that means half the time, that set does absolutely nothing. I would rather it do 100% extra damage 100% of the time. Like, obviously, then you're like, well, what's the point? That's just a crit multiplier set, you know? That's just plus 100% crit multiplier. It's very boring. But it's reliable, and Swift Steel right now is a lot more reliable. Even though Swift Steel is a % chance, because you get that built-in crit rate, it ends up being more consistent damage overall, and that's really the more valued thing, is consistent, you know. But anyways, alright, that's it for tonight, guys. I will see you guys next week, and don't forget to catch Nidhug's stream next Monday, assuming he's going to do it again, to see all the latest and greatest and what's coming out in Alliance. So take care, everyone.